Number two, a breaking Dame Dash arrested. Wow.
I'm trying to find their thing. I don't know how to.
That got me
You
looking
sent me
like,
that screenshot.
pause, that don't look like me. But that's not me. But I think I'm in the algorithm, so they just make shit up to go viral. But I'm just sitting on the ranch working, bro. And I'm
All
doing,
right,
here,
thank God.
here, let me show you, look. Let me show you what I'm doing. So why don't you send him back a picture of me like this? I'm on the run. I guess I'm on the run right now. Hold on.
This is on the. This is supposedly on the news that he got this. He doesn't.
Does that look like the news to you?
I don't know.
Todd, come on.
It's. I mean, it's.
That's an AI. But either way, you're on the phone with me now, so you know I'm not arrested, right?
Right, I know. I know.
Yeah, I'm FaceTiming you so you can see. So you can see me?
I can't tell that's you. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, but you hear me talking.
Yeah.
So yeah, they arrested a dope lagger, but I don't know why. What's the charge? Doppelganger, whatever you call that. But it's crazy because you're a person I do business with, and this could potentially scare you to do business. Like let's say you just called me and said, Dane, I can't work with you anymore because of all of this bad press. That's not true. I would have a lawsuit because I just lost money because of that. And that's a lot of what my life is. You understand what I mean? So I'm doing an interview right now, and it's like the problem is I run my family's office, and that's it. I don't do anything but run my family's office, but I don't get paid for that. But anyway, I am on live TV right now. Look, but I just wanted to pick your call up. I'm sure it was real. But with that other thing we talked about, that we've been talking about, we're still good?
Yeah, I should have the documents back in a couple days.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. I'm going to call you after this interview.
All right, bye.
All right. So what you just saw is someone I do real business with. Here you go, Nicolette. And they just said the FBI picked me up, and I'm sitting on a ranch doing an interview, shooting my gun on the ranch. So, it's like I could have, just based on the false narrative, like, when I hear and read like they're taking my house, they're taking my movie studio. When I hear guys like Ray Daniels say that, Jay should give me money, I don't look at that as a compliment. I look at it as people, because if someone's going to like bring attention and say I need help, then they should help themselves. I just feel like it's throwing a jab to bring awareness to people's perception of me needing help. And I think the world, for some reason, or some people in this world, have the desire to have a visual of me really uncomfortable. And I just, unfortunately for them, I haven't been able to provide that for them. So they start to make up visuals that don't exist. But, I think if I was petty and I look at the amount of lawsuits and exactly for what I got sued for, I do think I have causes of action for a lot of people that have said false things. So every radio station that said that I got to sell my house, everybody that did an interview saying that someone should help me, like, again, you would think, like, what would you prefer to be worried about? A RICO or a repo? You understand what I'm saying? Like, a RICO or a repo, all they worried about with me is a repo that's never happened. And, you know, no one really celebrates my life or my lifestyle or how close I am to my family. My daughter is on a show on Bravo. It's top 10 on Peacock. It's called Next Gen. And it's the only platform that showcases the real relationship between me and my daughter and that celebrates that I'm really a healthy father in hip hop. And in this moment that you would think that there's such a bad perception of hip hop, why wouldn't you show the good parts of hip hop? And why would it be our people that are the ones that continue to showcase the things that make us look bad to the rest of the world? So why wouldn't we say Dame's daughter is on a hit TV show taking care of herself amongst a bunch of Nepo babies, and she's a supermodel and she hasn't had to play herself to take care of herself? And that celebrating our relationship as me and her, me being a father and being able to advise the family office and how much my family is thriving. You know, not to compare my family to others, but like every mother of every one of my children, they all own houses. All my kids go to college paid. So again, you know, if you're gonna talk, number one, don't feel sorry for me ever unless you got a couple of houses. Unless you got a couple of houses, don't even worry about your own. I would think it would be better. But I think the real wealth is the relationship and the love that you see amongst my family. Y'all watched me go through up and downs, but at the end of the day, I raised really good kids that are now good adults. And I'm not in any of the issues that most of my counterparts are in. The accusations for me is, oh, he mismanages finances because the government taxes, which no one I know has paid over, you know, 10, $20 million in taxes. So unless someone's paid 10, $20 million in taxes, you can't judge a man for having 10 or $20 million in taxes. Unless you've been sued for 800,000 or you lost 4 trials for 800,000, you can't say a man mismanaged his finances or his business acumen should be compromised because they're not getting paid. And it's not intentional. It's just, unfortunately, I haven't been focused on me for the last 10 years. I don't own anything, but my family's doing all right. But those calls are silly, but they're daily of stupid shit. I know I'm in the algorithm and it's cool. It doesn't really bother me, but I do want people to at least learn from my business acumen. Don't make my heaven look like hell because you're in hell.
I hear you. So you have an issue with the narrative that people is pushing, saying that Jay, he need to help you out and give you some money.
That was corny. What should he give me money for? Like, when did I ask for him to give me any money? And why do I need any money from Jay-Z? I've been not trying to get no money with him, so why would I want to start getting money with him now? Not all money is good money to me. But like, why would I? Why? Because there's a lawsuit for 800 grand, and because I owe 20 million in taxes. Like I said, until you pay 20 million in taxes, don't feel sorry for me. And if you do feel sorry, enough to say another man should send me something, Ray Daniels, because you my man, but you never called me and said, Damon, you all right? Do you need anything? None of the people that have vocalized that another man, and to me, again, that whole conversation's a bit feminine. But if you're gonna say some shit like that, you should have actually done something to help the problem. But I never got the call from Ray saying, do you need anything? And anyone else that I've ever given, paid a bill, paid their rent, paid their college, any dollar, not one person, and I don't want them to, because they know I'm all right. But not one person has called and said, yo, could I send you something to help? But I don't need the help. But if you're going to talk about it, be about it. But to me, that's just a jab when you tell and promote a false narrative and say that I'm in such a bad place that another dude should help me and that my tail's in between my legs to the extent because of a lawsuit that I would actually take that money. I'm a man. I don't want nobody to give me nothing but the opportunity to do what I got to do. And I don't see no opportunity. I don't want to perform for the Super Bowl. I'm not all right with the NFL. I'm still mad it ain't no black owners. We went from kneeling to being happy when we could perform for them. That wasn't what I was about. I was about ownership of our own league and taking pride in that. I'm not a court jester for everybody else to get good ratings. I know what we're being used for, and I'm not cool with that. So it's a big deal is to jump on a stage for a bunch of white owners? No, that's embarrassing to me. It's a spectacle. They're laughing at us. Like being patted on the back by another culture is not how I judge my success. Only person that has the audacity to pat me on my back is my family. And they better, I'd be like, you better chill out. I don't want no pats on the back. I don't play that. I'm not in the patty pat club on no level.